Every night, when your eyes close, the body rests, but the soul continues its journey. While you sleep, your energy moves, cleanses itself, or recharges according to what you carry within you as the sun sets. Buddhism teaches that night is not merely a pause in the day, but a sacred rite of transformation. It is the moment when the soul strips itself of noise, when unresolved emotions seek to be understood, and energy finds the opportunity to return to balance. If you fall asleep with haste, anger, or mental exhaustion, that vibration accompanies you through sleep. But if you close the day with gratitude, presence, and calm, the night becomes a temple where inner peace blossoms silently. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 Buddhist nighttime rites that will help you purify your mind, release accumulated tension, and heal your energy while you sleep. They are simple practices, but powerful. Each one is the key to sleeping in harmony and waking with clarity. Stay with me until the end, because the final rite is an ancient secret of the monks, a practice of inner light that will allow you to close the day in peace and awaken with a renewed soul. Take a deep breath and walk with me step by step along this path. Let us begin. They say that one night a young monk went in search of his master. His eyes reflected weariness and his voice trembled as he said, "Master, when the sun sets, my body lies down, but my mind does not stop. Thoughts chase me. Memories speak to me. Worries do not sleep. How can I find rest if my mind never turns off?" The master looked at him with tenderness, without saying a word. Then he led him out of the temple toward the garden, where silence mingled with the song of crickets. The sky was covered with stars, and the air smelled of damp earth and calm. The master lit a small oil lamp and placed it before them. Its flame danced gently, moving with the wind, barely illuminating a circle of light in the midst of darkness. "Look at this flame," he said in a serene voice. "It does not fight the darkness. It does not strive. It does not fear. It simply shines. And the darkness retreats on its own." The young monk watched the fire, hypnotized by its calm. Then the master blew out the lamp. The light was extinguished, and the night enveloped them in complete darkness. "What do you see now?" asked the master. "Nothing, Master, only darkness." "Then close your eyes," said the sage, "and feel that external darkness cannot touch the light that dwells within you. That inner flame never goes out. You only forget to look at it." The disciple fell silent, and for the first time he did not feel fear of silence or of his thoughts. That night, upon returning to his cell, he did not try to silence his mind. He lit a candle, breathed calmly, and surrendered to silence as one who returns home. As sleep arrived, he understood that rest is not fleeing from thought, but returning to the awareness that observes without struggle. Since then, every night before sleeping, the young man lit a flame, sometimes physical, sometimes only in his heart, to remember that true peace does not arise from turning off the mind, but from lighting the inner light that contains it all. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes briefly and imagine that flame from the story. Small, silent, yet constant. It does not fight the darkness. It simply remains lit. How many nights have you tried to silence your thoughts, without realizing that calm is not born from forced silence, but from conscious presence. Each calm breath, each gesture of gratitude before sleeping, each thought you release is a way of lighting that inner light that never goes out. Remember, the night does not come to punish you with its shadows. It comes to offer you a space to return to yourself. And when you learn to rest from the soul, not only from the body, sleep ceases to be an escape and becomes a rite of healing and inner awakening. With this understanding, accompany me now to discover 7 Buddhist nighttime rites that will help you close the day with peace. Cleanse your energy and sleep wrapped in the clarity of your own light. 1. Conscious energetic cleansing. Before sleeping, give yourself a few minutes to let go of everything that does not belong to you. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to the level of your head and begin to slowly scan your body as if your own hands were currents of light that cleanse and release. Descend calmly from head to feet while you visualize how each exhalation dissolves fatigue, worries, and the foreign thoughts you have absorbed during the day. Imagine that with each movement, you are letting invisible layers of tension, noise, and weight fall away. Feel how your energy begins to become lighter, clearer, more your own. It is as if the soul were breathing and the body were remembering its original purity. The Buddha taught that true rest begins when attachment to the day that is ending ceases. And that is exactly what you do with this rite. You return to the earth what has already fulfilled its purpose and keep only peace. Do it every night with presence. Because cleansing your energy is not a symbolic act. It is a form of love toward yourself. A reminder that before entering sleep, your spirit deserves to return to balance and rest in its own light. 2. Gratitude before rest. Before closing your eyes, pause for a moment and look inward. The day that has just passed was a teacher with its lights and its shadows. Perhaps it was not perfect, but it brought you moments that deserve to be honored. A smile that eased your burden, a kind gesture, a conscious breath. The simple fact of having made it this far. The Buddha taught that a grateful mind is an awakened mind, because gratitude dissolves the illusion of lack and reminds us that abundance is not in what we possess, but in what we are capable of recognizing. Close your eyes and repeat in silence or softly 3 things for which you are grateful today. Feel how each word opens your chest, how the heart expands with each acknowledgement. Imagine a golden light gently descending upon you, wrapping you in a deep sense of fullness and calm. In that instant, something changes. The mind stops seeking, the soul stops demanding, and your entire being rests in acceptance. That is the magic of gratitude. It turns the ordinary into the sacred, transforms fatigue into serenity, and turns the night into a sanctuary of peace. Because when you give thanks, you not only close the day with love, you also awaken to life with a purer and more luminous energy. 3. Purifying breathing. Before surrendering to sleep, return to the most sacred temple that exists, your breath. You do not need to do anything else. Simply feel how the air enters and leaves like a tide that cleanses, imbalances, and renews. Sit or lie down with your back straight. Close your eyes and place one hand over your heart. Inhale deeply and repeat in silence. I receive calm. Feel how the cool air enters you, bringing clarity, serenity, life. Then exhale gently and repeat. I release all weight. Imagine that with each exhalation, fatigue, worry, and the rigidity of thoughts dissolve. Do this 7 times with full presence. Do not rush anything. Allow each breath to be a caress to the soul, an act of surrender and trust. The air that enters is light. The air that leaves is release. The Buddha taught that the mind calms when the body breathes with awareness. Because breathing is not only a biological process, it is an offering. Each inhalation is the universe entrusting you with life. And each exhalation is your way of surrendering again to the flow of the whole. Feel how your energy harmonizes, how your thoughts space out, how your heart beats more slowly, more deeply. And right there, in that silence, between inhaling and exhaling, you will discover something. You do not need to control rest. Only let the breath carry you toward it. 4. Forgiveness as liberation. Before sleeping, when the mind begins to quiet and the soul prepares to rest, there is a profoundly healing act that can change the quality of your sleep and your life. Forgiveness. Do not allow resentments or the wounds of the day to travel with you into the night. Each unresolved anger, each unspoken word, each thought of resentment becomes an invisible weight that does not allow the heart to rest. The Buddha taught that clinging to resentment is like holding a burning coal, expecting it to burn another. But it only burns you. Close your eyes and visualize in front of you the people or situations that still hurt you. You do not need to justify what happened or erase the memory. Simply imagine that you look at them with compassion and repeat in silence or softly, I release you and I release myself. I allow peace to close this cycle. Feel how with each word a chain dissolves, as if the heart were letting go of an ancient weight and beginning to beat gently again. Because forgiveness does not erase the past, but it cleanses the soul of the poison of resentment. And do not forget something essential. You can also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for mistakes, for not knowing, for having acted from fear. Do it with tenderness, without judgment. Imagine that you embrace yourself with understanding and say, I did the best I could with the level of awareness I had. Now I choose peace. In that instant, you will feel that something rearranges itself within you. The mind quiets, the body relaxes, and the soul rests. Because true rest does not arrive when you close your eyes, but when the heart stops struggling. 5. Conscious silence. Before sleeping, give yourself something the modern world has forgotten: silence. Turn off your devices. Dim the light. Let external noise fade away. And sit in stillness for a moment. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to think or resolve. Just be. Close your eyes and listen to what often goes unnoticed. The rhythm of your breathing, the beat of your heart, the gentle murmur of life continuing to flow within you. Imagine your thoughts like loose leaves falling one by one onto a serene river. Do not stop them. Do not push them. Do not judge them. Simply observe them drifting away gently until they are lost in the current. The Buddha taught that silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of awareness. It is the space where the soul can reorganize itself, where the tired mind finds rest and the wounded heart begins to heal. Remain there in that calm. Perhaps you will feel that time stops, or that a subtle peace envelopes you. That sensation is your spirit reminding you that you do not need to seek stillness outside yourself, because it has always lived within you. In that instant, Silence ceases to be emptiness and becomes a temple where each breath is a prayer, each heartbeat a mantra, and each pause a return to what is essential. When you sleep from that silence, you do not only rest, you reintegrate into the serene rhythm of the universe. 6. The mantra of serenity. There are nights when the mind does not quiet down. It reviews what you did, what you did not do, what you could have said or avoided. And without realizing it, your body is in bed, but your soul remains awake, wandering between the past and the future. In those moments, there exists a sacred key, the conscious word. Sound has power, and when you pronounce it with intention, it can calm inner chaos and bring you back to center. Before sleeping, sit or lie down with your back relaxed and bring one hand to your heart. Take a deep breath and repeat softly, feeling each word being born from within. I am at peace with what was, with what is, and with what will be. Allow this phrase to resonate in your chest like an ancient melody, a vibration that dissolves mental noise. With each repetition, the past softens, the present quiets, and the future stops weighing you down. Your mind begins to understand that it does not need to control, only to trust. The Buddha taught that serenity is not achieved by fleeing the world, but by accepting its flow with awareness and love. This mantra trains you precisely for that, to surrender to life without resistance, to give yourself to rest as an act of faith. Repeat the mantra until you feel the words fade into silence. Like waves merging with the sea, there, in that instant, the mind dissolves, the heart expands, and only one deep sensation remains. The peace of knowing that everything is well, even what you do not yet understand. 7. The rite of luminous sleep. When the entire day fades away and silence covers the world, one of the most sacred moments of the soul begins. The instant before sleep, it is there that you can choose to surrender to the weight of your thoughts or to yield to the light that dwells within you. Lie down slowly, close your eyes, and bring your attention to the center of your chest. Imagine there a small golden spark, soft and warm, like the first ray of dawn. That light is you, your awareness, your essence, what never goes out. Take a deep breath. With each inhalation, feel how that light expands, illuminating your heart. With each exhalation, allow it to extend to your shoulders, your arms, your abdomen, your legs, until it envelops every cell of your body. Feel how that golden energy cleanses your thoughts, dissolves tensions, and heals the emotions the day left within you. Your mind becomes clear, your breathing softer, your body lighter. There is no longer separation between the physical and the spiritual. Only a vibration of peace that unifies everything. Remain for a few moments like this, wrapped in that inner radiance. Imagine that this light rises, forming a golden sphere that surrounds you, like a loving, protective mantle. Nothing external can disturb you. You are in the sacred refuge of your own consciousness. And when sleep arrives, let that light accompany you. Allow it to continue shining deep within, cleansing your aura, restoring your energy, and gently guiding you through rest. This ancient rite, practiced by Buddhist monks before sleeping, not only purifies the body and the mind, but also trains you to keep awareness lit even in sleep. Thus, upon awakening, You will not only have slept, you will have been reborn in clarity. Pause and observe how you truly close your days. You turn off the light, but your mind remains on, reviewing worries, unfinished tasks, unresolved wounds. Or you allow the night to embrace you with calm, like a temple where everything quiets and the soul can breathe. The Buddha said that every act, even the simplest one, can be a path toward enlightenment. Sleeping is also one, because the way you sleep is a reflection of how you live. If you surrender to rest with gratitude, your life begins to flow with the same harmony. If you do it with haste or fear, that energy multiplies upon waking. Each night is a door, a silent opportunity to close the cycles of the day, release the weight of what was lived, and allow consciousness to be purified. You do not need great rituals, only presence, breathing, gratitude, letting go. Make your rest an offering. Let your mind bow before silence. Let your body find repose. And let your heart remember that each night is also a rebirth. Because when you sleep in peace, not only does the body rest, the spirit awakens. Before closing your eyes, bring one hand to your heart and feel the calm heartbeat of the life that dwells within you. That sacred sound reminds you that even in stillness, everything continues to flow. Allow these words to be like a lullaby for the soul, a silent song that cleanses, heals, and renews. I release this day with gratitude and rest in peace. Let go of what was lived. There are no mistakes, only experiences that have brought you to this moment of understanding. My energy is cleansed and my body is renewed while I sleep. Trust that while you sleep, your soul works in silence, releasing what you no longer need. The universe holds me in calm and love. Feel how an invisible web of light envelops you, reminding you that you are never alone, that there is always a greater force holding you. I awaken each morning clearer, lighter, and more conscious. Visualize your awakening as an inner dawn, soft, golden, full of new possibilities. Repeat these affirmations with the heart, not with the mind. Let their vibration caress you from within like a warm breeze that gently rocks your soul to a deep rest. And as sleep arrives, feel how each word turns into light, a light that travels with you, even in your dreams, reminding you that peace is not sought outside. It is awakened from within. When night comes, do not rush towards sleep as one who flees from exhaustion. Lie down slowly, as one preparing to enter a sacred temple. Feel the weight of the body sinking into the earth and the soul gently rising towards silence. Close your eyes and gift yourself 3 deep, conscious, slow sighs, as if each one were a key opening space within you. With the first sigh, release what you cannot control. Let worries dissolve like leaves carried away by the river. With the second sigh, forgive what still hurts. Not to forget, but to free your heart from the weight that keeps it anchored to yesterday. With the third sigh, give thanks. Give thanks for this body that breathes, for the soul that feels, for the opportunity to rest and begin again. Then murmur in silence like an inner prayer. Today I surrender to calm. Tomorrow I will be reborn in light. Remain for a moment in that sacred vibration, letting stillness wrap around you like a warm mantle. Feel that the universe holds you, that the night embraces you and that your soul, in its deepest sigh, finds rest. Because true sleep is not only closing your eyes, it is surrendering to the invisible love that cares for you while you sleep. Remember this: you cannot master your days if you do not first learn to heal your nights. True rest is not only closing your eyes, it is closing cycles, forgiving the day, and surrendering to the stillness that cleanses everything. Sleeping in peace is a form of meditation. It is trusting that while you rest, the universe continues working in your favor. When you sleep with awareness, your soul does not flee. It aligns with the wisdom of the whole. Energy is renewed. Thoughts quiet down, and the heart remembers its original rhythm. The rhythm of calm, of love, of life. I would love to read in the comments which of these 7 rights you feel you need most tonight. If this message touched something within you, I invite you, without hurry, without obligation, only from gratitude, to continue walking with me along this path. Here we do not only share teachings, we learn to live awake, even in our dreams. May tonight, as silence envelops you, you remember that sleep is not an ending. It is a sacred ceremony where the soul reunites with light. See you in the next video. A hug of light